In this lecture, I will show you how to create a parameter that lets you dynamically change the measures. So instead of seeing sales by state, we're able to dynamically change the sales into the various measures that we have visible over here. So change it from sales to profit to discount to quantity. So instead of creating different sheets to show these various measures, we can create one sheet and let the user decide which view they would like to see at any point in time. So in order to create this kind of parameter, what we would need to do is we would need to go to the drop down and click on create parameter. Let's give it a name, and let's give it a name of measures parameter. And let's go to the float type. Since we're working with a string, let's change this into a string, and let's go on, click on list, and over here let's assign various values. So let's assign the value of discount, profit, quantity, and sales. So one thing to keep in mind, the values that we have put over here, make sure the same exact values go inside the calculation. So in our previous lecture, we said that in order to assign a parameter to a worksheet, you need to create a calculation, right? So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and click on OK here, go to the drop down, and go ahead and click on create calculated field. So as you can see, the parameter that we have created is now being shown in the parameter side. So we can go ahead and right click on it and click on show parameter control, and we're able to see the various values inside the parameter. Let's go ahead and change this into a single value list so we can able to see the various fields that we have while creating the calculation. So the way the calculation goes is we're going to type in case, and then we're going to type in the name of the parameter. Either you can type in the name, or you can always drag and drop the name right here. So we're going to say case and then the parameter, and we're going to go to the next line and we're going to say when, and we're going to put it in quotations, when discount, then give us discount, when profit, then profit, when sales, then sales, and when quantity, then quantity. So one thing to keep in mind, make sure the exact same spelling that you have put in the parameter is the spelling that you are using to call out the parameter. So we're gonna say case, the name of the parameter, when discount, then discount, when profit, profit, when quantity, quantity. One thing to keep in mind, the parameters end with the end statement right here. So as you can see over here, in order to use the case, we have to follow this syntax right here, so which is what we used right here. Let's go ahead and click on OK, and the name of the calculation is calculation 1. So the calculation has now been created. So now when we change to different parameters, right now the changes are not going to be reflected since the calculation that we have created is not in the view. So in order to bring this calculation in, we're going to go ahead and drag and drop right on top of the existing calculations that we have in place. So as you can see, the calculation 1 is being shown right now, and since we have the sales selected, right now it's showing the sum of sales. So now the user can change to quantity, profit, and discount. They can change the parameter to different measures that we have. So instead of creating 4 different charts, we can just create one and let the user decide. And still the previous parameter that we had created in our previous lecture is also visible. So the user can say, I want to see the top 10 sales by state, and they can sort this and they can see the top 10 sales. If they would like to see the quantity of top 10 states, they're able to see the quantity. So this is how you create parameters to dynamically change the two various measures. You can apply the same calculation or same method on dimensions. So you can dynamically change to different dimensions. So if you don't want to see the sales by state, you can change the state into various dimensions that we have, so the user can dynamically select the different fields that we have, so they can see sales or discount or profit by country, state, city, postal code, customer ID, customer name, and so on.